What is up, guys? Welcome to my trailer breakdown slash synopsis slash promotional photo breakdown for The Flash Season 4 Episode 15 titled Enter Flashtime. But we can't break down a trailer without watching it. So before the breakdown, let's watch the trailer.
There's a bomb on the nuke. It's already gone off. What is going on? You're moving with me at super speed. As soon as I stop moving, it's game over. I don't know how much longer I can hold out. Iris,
what?
I don't know what to do. I can't save this.
The Flash, only this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
So, first things first, this trailer is intense as hell. Seeing the synopsis saying that they're going to Flashtime, I actually thought it was going to be a slightly goofy episode with this concept, and it's going to be like him just exploring a new power. But the trailer proved that completely wrong and showed me that this episode is going to be really intense. He is discovering a new power, but it will be in a more interesting way and a more interesting and more intense way, because like I said multiple times already, this trailer was intense as hell. I feel like this episode will give us some of the best acting from Grant Gustin we've ever had. Going off the trailer, I think that's very possible to happen, and that's not saying nothing. He is a great actor. He's had some really great moments of acting on the show, but I think looking from the trailer, this episode might be one of his best, but we'll obviously have to wait and see if that's true. I'm hoping it is, and I think it possibly might be. 3 seconds in to the trailer, you see the person who blows up the city, or attempts to blow up the city, and it seems like that she will definitely die in this explosion. So this is a suicide bombing. This character is presumably Veronica Dale, aka Hyrax. She's a Green Arrow villain from the comics, and she was confirmed to appear on The Flash. We don't know what season. I mean, we know what season. Sorry, we don't know what episode, but I'm pretty sure it's her, because her character description pretty much confirms that she is a terrorist. It does confirm she's a terrorist, and this is something a terrorist would do. But her character description reads, which I guess this is kind of like a secondary synopsis to the episode, because it's describing her character, and she is the main villain of this episode, despite probably not being in much of it. But her character description reads: an environmental activist back when she was still sane, turned animal liberator, turned domestic terrorist, who's the leader of the Eden Corp, a cult-like organization that proposes to turn back the clock to a prehistoric industrial age, and if millions of innocent people have to die in the process, well, that's just tough. So we know the reason that they're blowing up Central City is because they want to turn back the clock to the pre-industrial age, which is something a nuclear bomb, or at least a nuclear winter, would kind of do. And it said they're not past killing millions of people, which again a nuclear bomb will definitely do. I did talk about this already in my synopsis breakdown for this episode, so if you want to see a more in-depth breakdown of this character, click in the top right corner of the video right here. So, and another thing we see 3 seconds into the trailer, we see Jesse Quick. Now, that may be Elongated Man, because you see a stripe on the costume, you see a mask, you see short hair. So it could be either one, but I'm guessing it's Jesse Quick because it does look more like her than it does look like him. It looks like a more feminine body, so that may be, or probably is, Jesse Quick. The reason she's back, we saw in the previous episode that Harry and Cecile had this whole side story which intercepted the main story with the cerebral inhibitor, but she was reading his mind and she heard that he wants to go talk to Jesse Quick, and then the episode ended with him agreeing to do that, which is where this episode picks up. So she will come to Earth 1 because Harry called her, and she will get all tied up with this story. Now, you don't see her at all in the rest of the trailer, and that's because she doesn't have this power yet, so she won't be in this Flashtime thing, which I will talk about in a second. But the reason she doesn't have this power is because she's just a more underdeveloped speedster. Now, that is where Jake Garrett comes in, because he's not an underdeveloped speedster. I think he's been around as the Flash for just as long as Barry, if not a little bit longer. I'm not really sure, but he would have the Flashtime power at this point. So he's probably going to show up later in the episode. Maybe Barry will run to Earth 3 and get him. Maybe he'll come to Earth 1 for some reason. But either way, I don't think Jessie Quick will have anything to do with this Flashtime thing because she's a more underdeveloped speedster. She doesn't have the power, and you don't see her in the rest of the trailer. And it's weird to me. Why would she be here in the beginning of the episode, which this probably will be in the beginning of the episode, but not later in the episode if she's a speedster with Flashtime? So my guess is that she will not really use Flashtime except for when Barry is using it with her, because we do see Barry using it with Vibe and using it with Iris. We saw him using it with Iris in a previous episode, in episode 10, I think. So she'll show up for those moments, but she can't use Flashtime herself. The synopsis may contradict what I just said about Jessie Quick, but I don't think it does, just because synopses have been completely misleading in the past. Like, the last episode said in the synopsis that Harry helps Joe, but Joe did not show up in the episode, and a more accurate thing was to say Harry helps Cecile and vice versa. So synopses are misleading. But I'm just going to read the synopsis real quick to get a better understanding of the episode. The synopsis reads, when a nuclear bomb detonates in downtown Central City, Barry, Jessie Quick, and Hyrax slow down time by entering Flashtime. As everyone in the city is frozen, the three speedsters push themselves to the breaking point to save the city and everyone in it. It does say in the synopsis that Jessie Quick slows down time along with Hyrax and Barry Allen, but like I just said, synopses have been extremely not contradicting, but misleading in the past. In the last episode, like I just said, it was just so misleading. It was completely different. They took a character and they made it someone else, and that character didn't even show up. So I don't think that Jessie Quick will have anything to do with this Flashtime thing, or at least she won't on her own. It may be that Barry is able to help Jessie Quick in order to activate her Flashtime ability without her being able to do it on her own. That's also very possible, but I don't think she will use it herself. But what is Flashtime? Well, Flashtime is not an ability from the comics speedsters have. It is a new ability that was created for the show. It's not a new concept. Slowing down time with speed is not a new concept. It's been done before, but it's never been called anything, and here it's being called Flashtime. What they can do is basically just speed up so fast that time stops. And another side ability is that they can have other people speed up with them without, it seems like they're not affected by the speed at all. You can see Iris and Cisco are completely normal, or at least I think they're normal, because there is a shot of Cisco failing to open a breach, which might be a breach to Earth 3 that he does at the end successfully open with Hyrax running in, but it doesn't seem like the speed affects him. So that's the ability of Flashtime. It may be that when they're in Flashtime and they're touching someone else, that their speed force surrounds that other person and envelops them and protects them just like it protects the speedster. I actually think Flashtime is a really interesting concept. Again, slowing down time is not new, but completely stopping it and having other people being able to touch other people and make them speed up as well, I think that's a really interesting concept. And also just running a nuclear bomb out of the city, or trying to stop a nuclear bomb for the Flash, is also really interesting. His top speed in the comics, and this is something I've seen in multiple videos, his top speed in the comics apparently was like 1 trillion times the speed of light, and that was when he ran a whole city out of, all the people out of the city when it was being blown up by a nuke. So he might be going his top speed in this episode, which again is super interesting. I'm actually really excited for this episode because Flashtime is super interesting. The trailer looks intense as hell, and we're getting cameos, or not cameos, but returns for Hyrax and Jessie Quick, which might lead to one of their deaths, which I will talk about right now. So the thing I'm talking about is the synopsis ends saying that 3 speedsters push themselves to the breaking point to save the city and everyone in it. Keywords being breaking point and push themselves. So either of them might die. Seeing this, they push themselves to the breaking point, shows me that one of them might die, similar to how 3 speedsters put their speed together and save the world in Young Justice, and one of them died. this might be something similar. Now, the characters that will die are either Jay Garrick or Jesse Quick, because obviously the main character won't die. And when I say will die, I mean might die, because I'm not sure one of them will die, but I think one of them will. Both of them have both of them are possible, because neither of them serve much of a purpose on the show at the moment. Jesse Quick they're both on their own Earths, and Jesse Quick broke up with Wally, and she doesn't have that storyline anymore. Jay Garrick is on his own Earth as well. But I think that if I had to choose, not my opinion, but which one I think will die is more likely is Jesse Quick, because they already killed one of John Wesley Shipp's characters in Henry Allen, and I don't think they would do that again. That's like killing Black Siren after killing Black Canary. They're both Katie Cassidy characters, so I don't think they would do that again. John Wesley Shipp is also a great actor. He was the Flash in the 90s, so I think they want to keep that casting. So I think Jesse Quick might die. Another reason she might die is because the actress Violet Bean was cast on a different show as the lead, so she won't be able to come back very often, so killing her is something that might happen because of it. So I think one of them will die, and I think Jesse Quick will die. But anyway, let me know what you thought about the trailer in the comments down below, and let me know who you think might die, or if you think someone will die at all in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. Thanks for watching.